Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk all about iron and the importance of iron for our health and well-being. We're also going to talk about things that will stop iron absorption or reduce it considerably, so you don't want to combine certain foods. And I'm going to show you guys some really great ways, plant-based ways of getting all of your iron and meeting all of your needs so that you are healthy, you've got an abundance of energy, and your health is on point. So iron plays an essential role in our health and disease prevention. Super important to make sure we are getting enough iron in our diet. 70% of the iron in our bodies is found in a protein in our red blood cells. This is called hemoglobin. So we need hemoglobin to be produced. So when we don't have enough iron in our diet, we're not producing enough hemoglobin. So this is where you're going to find you're getting into a lot of health difficulties. So what happens when you don't get enough iron? Well, for me anyway, I feel really dizzy. Some people get a lot of headaches, but your body will tell you when you're not getting something, and then it's up to you to do the research to find out what it is. And sometimes it could be more than one thing. But for me personally, I get dizzy when I don't have enough iron. If you're a woman and you have heavy periods, it's really important for you to replenish your body and making sure that you have enough iron in your body to support yourself because of the fact that you have those heavy periods. If you're pregnant, your needs are going to increase considerably, so you do not want to get to the point where you're anemic. Anemia is usually caused by low iron, but there could be other factors, like I said, pregnancy and excessive bleeding, but usually it's a low iron is the reason why you would step into the anemic zone. So when you're anemic, you will feel that dizziness, those headaches. Like I said, everyone has a few different symptoms, but those are pretty classic. But this can be fixed. Anemia can be fixed by increasing your plant-based sources of iron. You can get it through meat. People say it's the preferred way because it's easily absorbed, getting it from like red meats, your chicken and all that stuff. But since we don't do the animal thing here, we're going to get it from, plant-based sources, and they are also a powerhouse of nutrition, and they are going to give us so many other things other than iron. But on top of that, they're going to help us with our iron support. So what happens when we do get enough iron? This is a biggie. So people that have low iron and then they are very conscious about making sure that they are getting enough, or they're seeing somebody to help them, to navigate through that difficult time so that they can fix their health and well-being. So once you get enough iron, you're going to have an increase in energy. That's number one for sure. You're going to have an increase in energy. So sleep is really another thing that you will notice when you are getting enough iron. You are very sleepy and tired at the end of the day. If you find that you are up and you had a really busy day and you worked so hard and you should be exhausted but you're not falling asleep, you might want to check your iron levels. So that's another classic symptom of not having enough iron. You are going to have a lot of sleep disturbances and trouble falling asleep. So that's an interesting one. So check with that if that is you. So getting enough iron is also going to boost your immunity, and we need that definitely, especially, for me personally in Canada right now in Ontario, the weather is like up and down. We don't even know what to put on. Winter coat today, we're in a tank top tomorrow because it's so warm, and then we're back to a t-shirt, and then we're into a rain jacket. Like, we don't know what to put on because the weather is so crazy here, and there's just a lot of people catching colds, flu is going around, just a whole bunch of stuff. So anything that we can do to promote that healthy immune system is a win in my book. So in order to absorb the most iron in your foods, you always want to put it with some kind of a citrus. Vitamin C is really important just to make sure you're getting enough of that iron, and it's going to up the amount of iron that your body is absorbing, because certain things will hinder the iron absorption. So by adding vitamin C to your iron-rich foods, you're making sure that you're getting the optimal amount. There are a few things that will disrupt your iron absorption, and one of those is coffee, sodas. If you drink pops and whatnot, don't have that stuff when you're having iron, because it is going to stop you from absorbing the maximum amount of iron in these really healthy and nutritious foods. So have your coffee at a time when you're not having all your iron-rich foods. And tea as well, that's another one. So keep that in mind and make sure that you are, again, having the vitamin C or something, you know, with vitamin C in it, and just have it, pair it with, you know, your lovely iron rich foods, and that way you can maximize your iron absorption. So there's heme and non-heme versions of iron. But here on our channel, I'm just going to focus on the non-heme because we are whole food, plant-based, and we do not eat animals. So yeah, let me just take you through really simple and easy things you can implement in your diet in order to make sure you're getting enough iron. Okay guys, so like I said, we are going to focus on iron-rich foods, and these are non-heme versions of our iron-rich foods that are super easy for us to implement into our diet in order to make sure that our health and wellness is a priority. So I'm starting off with chia seeds, and you can get any chia seeds. You can also get them white, or these are just the traditional ones that you find pretty much everywhere. Every bulk store has them, and as you can see, I keep them in a big jar and I just fill it up when I am low. And these are really easy and accessible and quite affordable actually. When they first came out, they were quite expensive, but now everyone uses them. You can find them at any bulk store, so it is quite affordable. So 1 ounce of these chia seeds will give you around 2 milligrams of iron. So if you really feel like you might be on the verge of being low, you know, these are a really quick and easy way of implementing. You can throw them into a smoothie and then you could top yourself up really easily to keep yourself on track and making sure your iron levels are the way that they should be. So we talked about in the clip before how, you know, women typically need about 18 milligrams or so, but you know what, that depends on the woman. If she's really active, you're going to need more. Same thing with men, you know, it's around 8 milligrams, but if you're super active, you might need a little bit more. It really depends on your lifestyle as well. That's just an average. Pumpkin seeds, another great one. 1 ounce of these pumpkin seeds will give you 3 milligrams of iron. Fantastic. You can add it to salads. You can add it to baked goods. They're really easy. You can even have them just as a snack on the go. Make a trail mix with them. They're, you know, the options are really endless. Spinach is another quick and easy way. Every grocery store has spinach. You can eat it frozen or fresh. It really doesn't matter. It's 6 milligrams approximately per cup of iron that you are going to get from spinach. And, you know, again, remember, you should pair it with something that has vitamin C in it. That way you're going to optimize your absorption of all of these iron-rich foods. It's really important so that you're not just eating all these iron-rich foods, but not getting, you know, a fraction of the iron that you could if you put iron and vitamin C mixed together. So you can even add vitamin C to dressings, and that's a quick and easy way of making sure that you're getting it, right? So next we have quinoa. Quinoa is another really easy thing to find at the grocery store, and you can also buy it in bulk. And you're looking at, for 1 cup of cooked quinoa, around 3 milligrams of iron. It's like 2.8, I believe. It depends on where you're sourcing your information and what country. It'll vary slightly. I find when you're doing your research about high iron foods, but around 3 milligrams is basically what you're going to get from these little guys. And they make a perfect salad and, you know, side dish, and you can add it to so many different things, and they are really tasty. So quinoa is a really good way of getting extra iron in your diet. Okay, so now we have oatmeal. Again, another easy to find thing. It's pretty much a staple in most people's houses. You can eat it for breakfast. You can also make savory dishes with it. But basically 100 grams is going to give you around 4.7 milligrams of iron. And so it's a great way of adding, again, extra iron into your diet. You can have it for breakfast, and then you can also have, you know, like some energy bites and whatnot as a snack. And look, you're literally just effortlessly getting enough iron in your diet slowly by implementing these simple staple foods. So now we're moving on to beans, and depending on the type of bean that you have, it's going to have a different amount of iron, but roughly 100 grams is going to give you around 5 milligrams of iron for your daily needs. And so that's pretty good. You know how versatile the, you know, chickpea is, and also white beans. You can add them to so many different things. And if you're not a bean fan, you could always throw it into a smoothie, and that way you're getting your iron and you don't really taste the beans. Trust me, I do that with my son and he doesn't even notice. So apricots are great. You can make a trail mix with them. You can eat them as a snack. These are delicious and they do have iron. So about 100 grams is going to give you just under 3 milligrams of iron. And they're super delicious and very easy. You can even bake with them as well, just to give your baked goods a little bit of added iron. So potatoes also contain iron. It depends on the potato, like red potatoes have less iron, but if you're looking at like a russet or something and it's a large russet, you're looking at like 3.2-ish milligrams of iron in that potato. So they're another great way of boosting your iron intake. And of course, one of my favorite greens, the collard greens, and 1 cup is going to give you around 2.5 milligrams of iron. So delicious and a great source. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. Thanks so much for being here, and I hope you found this video helpful. Health, joy, and positive vibes, and I will see you in the next video. Much love everyone, and welcome to the new subscribers.